There goes my shuttle. Right there. It's day 84. I'm just back here where I left off. And it's time for me to head on down the road to other places. Just got about 18 miles to walk today. Got to go up over Mount Cube and Smart Mountain. Kind of odd names for mountains if you ask me, but got to do it anyways. They're in the way. Nothing really exciting to report. I'm just hanging out here on the Appalachian Trail, living the dream. So as soon as I see something fun and exciting, I'll for sure show you. And I'm gonna cross the road here before this car comes and whacks me. And yeah, that's it. I know I got 2 through hikers coming my way because a couple of Nobos were staying at the hostel with me, and they got dropped off at 25, which is down the road about 3 miles. So I'll probably be seeing them in about an hour. Other than that, that's where I'm at. I am on the Ore Hill Trail now, so that's where we're going. And Dartmouth Outing Club, by the way, they like the color orange. So all the signs are orange. Everything is orange that they stick their hands on. They got orange paint on these trees for some reason. I have no idea. All right, so let's get to hiking. What do you say? Let's have a fun day today. It's gonna rain again, so happy. Just gotta stay happy in the rain. And good morning, Mushroom. I miss you. And she's doing good at home, y'all. She's having fun gardening. We talk just about every day, and whenever I get into town, I FaceTime her all the time. So she's doing good. All right, y'all take care, and I'll see you in a little bit. All right, bye-bye. That barn door hostel is a nice hostel. It's clean. It's got everything you need. They got some really nice showers there. They got those rainfall showers. I love those things. I got one of those at my house. And that really is a nice way to take a shower. Those young ladies picked me up yesterday, Izzy and Gwen. I felt like I was being picked up for, I don't know, going to a concert or something. It was just like they were all bubbly and full of life and just as happy as they could be. Playing their music, having that carefree attitude about life because they don't have any responsibilities. They're just going to college. They come up here for a nice job and just enjoying your life, you know. There's very few times in your life when you can really have that kind of attitude or that kind of feeling. A lot of your life is spent worrying about your responsibilities and making sure your family's taken care of and all those other things in life that work against that, I don't know, freeness that sometimes you feel. Not to say that having a family is a bad thing. Having a family is a great thing. I love it. It's just, you know, when you don't have those things, the weight of the world sometimes doesn't feel like it's on your shoulders, and it's nice. Bob and Diane are just such nice hosts, and Diane likes to watch Pink Hot Dog walk up and down the trail, so that's cool too. I think she likes to watch a lot of other people too. I guess Stella and Taylor were here. We're at the hostel too, and a couple of other YouTubers have been there too, so yeah, that's nice. She gets to meet all the people she watches on TV and stuff. That's pretty cool. And yeah, like I said, it's a great place to stay. The nice thing about the Barn Door Hostel too is that there's 3 roads they can pick you up at. 25, 25C, and 25A are all roads that they'll come and get you. And last year we got picked up at the first road, and then we stayed overnight, and then we slack packed from 25A to 25. That gets you right to the bottom of Moosalak. And we came back for a 0, I think. And so that worked out real nice. We got that little it was just a 10-mile section there that we could get done. And then that put us right at the bottom of Mount Moosalaki to get us up into the whites last year. So, and this place is kind of in the middle of nowhere. There's not a lot of other hostels. That hiker welcome hostel's up there at the base of Moosilauke, so you got that choice if you like. Yeah, I think the barn door hostel is a big win. So that's cool. Alrighty, y'all. This is my trail, in case you wonder. Back to walking again. I think there's some rocky bits on Cube and Smart Mountain, which both those mountains I go over today, so that's all right. We know that they're just temporary, right? And it's supposed to rain pretty much all day and all night. In fact, they're calling for some rain and thunderstorms tonight that could produce 1 to 2 inches of rain, so it's gonna be wet again, pretty sure. All right, I'm gonna get back to hiking here, and if I see something cool, I'm gonna show it to you, I promise. All right, I'll be back. Well, I just passed by Thruhiker number 104 and 105. Actually, they stayed at the hostel with me last night. They got dropped off at 25A up here. I got dropped off at 25C, and so we met in the middle. And it was on guard, and man, sometimes I just lose those names so fast. His Aussie hiker friend, she was from Melbourne, on the other side of Australia from where we were, but they're hiking north and having a great time. The cool thing about On Guard, and we didn't realize this until we were in the car going to the trail today, was that we met before. I met him and his brother at the Settlers Museum near Atkins. We went over there to just check out the old homestead over there, and there they were, and we had a nice conversation that day. But he looked completely different because he had a beard when I met him last time. Today, he didn't have a beard. He shaved off his beard. And unfortunately, I think his brother got sick and had to go off the trail, so he had to hike on alone without him. I think they're excited to get into the whites. A little apprehensive, but excited. And I think that's pretty common for Nobos because you've been talking about it. It's like in the southern section when you are approaching the Smokies, you're talking about that section every day. So everybody's talking about what it's going to be like in the whites. And for a couple people over the course of the last couple of days, I've tried to give them a tutorial. These three ladies were sitting down by the river just before I got to the road yesterday, and we were just talking, and they want to know everything. So I gave them the full scoop. I reported the news to them. And On Guard and I were talking last night about the trail ahead as well. So it's nice. I like talking about stuff like that. So if they want to talk to me about it, they ain't gonna get me to shut up. I can tell you that right now. All right, that's pretty cool. Another thru hiker that I met back in the southern section. I like that. That to me is just really neat and fun. So onward and upward, here we go. It's time for us to dip down to the road to 25A, and then we're gonna hit Cube Mountain. Got to go up to Cube Mountain after that. So first mountain climb coming up. Hang on, I'll be back. Camp Moosilauke. This is the first thing that kind of says, hey, I'm getting close. When you're a Nobo, you pop out here at this road, and you pop out here at this road, and you see this Camp Moosilauke, and you know you got to be getting close. All right, back in time. We got to go back into the trail and head down or head up to Mount Cube. Let's get her done. Y'all, that was Pops and his daughter Jules. They're Nobo thru hikers. I rolled up on them. Pops goes, hey man, I need you to get a picture of you. I'm like, okay. What? That's fine. And he goes, you're a pink hot dog. I've been waiting to see you. So, of course, that was a special moment for him. He'd been watching Mushroom and I since we started last year. And now him and his daughter are out here on a hike on their own and doing it for themselves. That is so awesome. And we must have talked for about 30 minutes, just chit-chatting about life and everything else about hiking that you could think of. So Good luck, Pops. Good luck, Jules. I hope everything works out for you. And it'll be a cool day when you reach the summit of Mount Katahdin, I'm sure. All right, I'm gonna start climbing Mount Cube now. This is the steep part, so I gotta put this camera away so I can start breathing again. All right, y'all, take care. We'll be back. Well, there's Mount Cube, summit 2909. It's rocky up here, and there's no view. And there's thundering going on off into the distance. So I ain't got time to stand up here and enjoy the lovely mountaintop. I'm gonna have to get down off this mountain. So that's what I'm gonna do. Just get down off the mountain. Surprise, surprise, surprise. We got a little money shot today. Wow, wow, wee. I believe that might be Smart Mountain underneath that cloud up there. Pretty sure it is. It's got kind of a steepy peak that you got to get up on. It's the Knobby Peak. And it's still like 4 miles away. So then we dip down into this little valley here and then just start working our way up this spine, up and over to it. Because it's a long climb, but it's not very severe. So my guess is that's probably what we're doing. Going over there. What you say we get over there? Ain't no time like the present. Looks like it might rain. But all that stuff should be past by the time I get there, let's hope. All right, I'm gonna hike on. Down the road I go. It's kind of interesting. All the mountains in this section only have one syllable. Mount Mist, Cube Mountain, or Mount Cube or whatever. Smart Mountain. And then tomorrow I'll have Moose Mountain. I wonder if that's by design or it was just a happy coincidence. I do not know. But that's the situation I'm in right now. All right, time to go downtown a little while, about 0.5, and then it's time to start climbing again. As you can see, I'm back on the rocks. They kind of come and go. When I said yesterday, I'm glad to be off the rocks. I knew they weren't going to be gone forever and in total, but 8 to 10 hours a day is definitely a lot. See that rock right there? That looks pretty slippery to me, so I'm gonna put this away so I can manage this. All right, I'll be back in a bit. All right, so I'm up to Thruhike 18 so far, just past 3. And that was Typical, Pigpen, and Vegas. Typical was the guy in the orange shirt, Pigpen was the young lady, and Vegas was the guy in the back with the beard. Now, if you follow Fresh Ground on Instagram, you would have seen that Vegas was on Instagram impersonating Fresh Ground yesterday or the day before or something. And he did a pretty good impersonation, if you ask me. It was funny. So apparently they're going to do part 2 tonight. So, of course, tonight for me is like 5 days from now for y'all. So, yeah, but go to Fresh Ground's Instagram. That kid, he does kind of a spot-on impression of Fresh Ground. And it's funny and humorous and pretty neat. So that was exciting. That was a nice little chat we had there. And you know, y'all, when I meet people like that, when I meet people that want to talk and enjoy talking like that, that really lifts you up, makes me walk faster, gives me a little more bounce in my step, and makes me feel good, releases those endorphins in my brain, and gives me a little shot. So thank y'all for stopping by, and hope to see you again sometime. Okay, so I'm like 1.2 from the top of Smart Mountain, or is it Smarts Mountain? I think it's Smarts Mountain. I think there's an S on the end of that. It's plural. It's not just one smart, it's 2 smarts. So give me just a little while and I'm gonna get up there. I'm walking a lot faster up these mountains now. This one isn't very severe, you know, this is pretty easy. All right, I gotta go. I'll see you later. I made it up to Smarts Mountain. Just after I got here, I went down to get some water and it started raining. This is the shelter. It's an old cabin, probably a fire warden cabin, because there's a fire tower just on the other side. But I'm gonna sit here for a while and see if the rain stops. It'd be nice if it did. And then I can get down the mountain about 3 miles or 3.5 to a nice campsite. Let's see what happens here though. So I just decided to eat my dinner right here in the cozy confines of this cabin while it's raining. I'm gonna have spaghetti with meat sauce with added almonds, smoked almonds. So I'll eat this, and it's actually stopped raining, but I'm just gonna sit here and eat this, and then I'll dive down the mountain and find my place to sleep. So yeah, I thought it was a good plan. We'll give it a try. Okay, I'll see you in a little bit. There's the fire tower. I got an incredible sunset and a sunrise up on that thing last year. And Mushroom and I camped right down there in this little crook, right down there in that little flat spot over there. Mushroom didn't want to come up and see the sunset because she was tired after she got up here, which happened a lot with our sunset ventures. But she did get up for the sunrise, I think. Or maybe she didn't. I don't remember exactly. But they were good. I got them on video. You should go back and watch them if you like. All right. I had my dinner. And a young lady, Irish, came strolling on through. She's going to stay in the shelter tonight. She's completing her hike that she started last year, but ended up running out of time because of work responsibilities that she had to go home. So she's back, started in Vermont, and is heading on down her way to Katahdin. Nice little chat, enjoyed it. Rain has pretty much stopped, and according to the weatherman on my iPhone, it's supposed to kind of stay that way for a little while. There is a chance of rain, but not 100% chance anyways. So I'm just going to get down off this mountain. It's about 3.5 miles or so. And there's some campsites down there. And I'm going to pick one, and that's where I'm going to sleep. Good news is I already got my eating out of the way, so I'll just be able to put my tent up and get right to bed. And now all these spruce trees are all wet. Let's see if I can keep myself dry before I get down there. All right, y'all, I'll get back up with you when I get there. Well, y'all, this is Lambert Ridge. Home to some mighty fine views, I'm sure, but not today. All right, almost done. Maybe less than 0.5 to some nice camping spots, they say. We'll find out, and I'll give you a thumbs up or a thumbs down on if the intel was accurate. Alrighty, I'll be back in a little bit. There's your money shot of the day, right there, folks. Nice one, finally got out of the cloud. Pretty, pretty, pretty. There's a campsite right there. But it's too darn windy up here. I'm not staying out here. I was hoping it was gonna be a nice little protected site, but it's not. So, I got about another, I don't know, 0.6 or 0.7 down to a road. And there's some campsites down there. I'll just stay down there tonight. All right, get on with it. Oh, by the way, I just passed Skippy. Skippy is an Aussie that I met in just before Hot Springs at a campsite just below the fire tower there. She sat down. I was sitting down there taking a break, and she sat down and was trying to decide whether she was going to camp there that night. But there was a bunch of kids up at the fire tower, and she was worried they were going to camp there too, and it was going to be noisy. So she moved on. And lucky she did, because trail marshal found a bear there, saw a bear there on his way down. He was kind of hiking with me at that time. And then they closed that campsite within, I think, 2 or 3 days after that. They closed that whole area. There was a section of trail that they closed due to that bear activity there. So anyways, she's a real nice lady. I was happy to meet her again. Man, I've met so many people today. It's been a good day for meeting people, that's for sure. All right, still got a little more hiking to do, and then I'm gonna get downtown, get set up, and get to bed. All right, y'all, this is where I'm sleeping right here. The road's right down there. There's also a fire warden's trail that goes up. There's supposed to be some other campsites there, but this looks flat enough to me. And it's like almost 8 o'clock, so it's time for me to be done hiking. Yeah, it was almost 19 miles today. Pretty nice day. Back into getting close to 20 miles for a day. It did take me all of 12 hours to get down here. But I did stop quite a bit. I talked to a lot of people today and just really enjoyed my conversations with people that I'd met before and new people that I hadn't met. Wonderful time. I did spend I spent an hour up there at Smart's shelter, or the cabin up there, while it rained too. So, I wasn't that slow, I guess. At any rate, everything went great today, and I managed somehow to stay dry. Mosquitoes are already on top of me here. So that's definitely a bonus and a plus. Once again, no views, so sorry about that. Maybe we'll get some tomorrow. I don't know. But yeah, that's what you get some days. You just can't have everything you want, right? 27 through hikers today. That was quite a number. They're really starting to stream up here now. So I say, probably we'll start seeing 20 a day from here on in, I bet. And that brings the total up to 130. Yeah, so that's where we're at. I got another full day of hiking and camping tomorrow, and then blast into Hanover on Wednesday. Today's Monday, June something or another. It's the last Monday in June, I know that. So thank you so much for watching. I hope everybody is enjoying themselves, and I hope Mushroom's doing good. And I know Pink Hot Dog he's doing fine, but he's trying his best to get home to Mushroom just as fast as he can. So we're on blast mode right now. We're gonna start trucking here after we get into Vermont, and we're gonna see how fast we can get through Vermont. Anyways, that's a wrap for the day. I'll see y'all in the morning. It's day 83, I think. Pretty sure it's day 83. And good night, Mushroom. Bye-bye.